Good afternoon. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Today, we would like to share a bit about the work we are doing at the Cali Tourist Observatory, SITUR Valle del Cauca. We act as the conscience of the tourism sector in Valle del Cauca, generating a historical record to various measurements. This includes profiling the tourists who visit the city, analyzing the supply of tourism companies and the jobs they create, as well as the monthly monitoring of visitors and the evaluation of sustainable tourism among residents and businesses. In addition, as part of our initiatives to promote sustainable tourism, we have collaborated with the Universidad Autónoma in offering courses in sustainable tourism. These courses are aimed to businesses owners in the sector to help them understand in a better way the environmental impact of their activities and to prepare them for sustainability surveys. This initiative seeks to raise awareness and generate knowledge that contributes to the development of more responsible tourism in the region.
Okay, so let's talk about how we work at the Cali Observatory. The Cali Tourist Observatory is a private entity managed by Cotelco, the Hotel Association, which brings together business owners, territorial entities, and universities, thus facilitating the management of the various measurements we conduct. Thanks to the collaboration of these entities, we can collect and analyze information, and with the support of universities, we generate useful knowledge and scientific articles, adding value to the collected data. One of our objectives in the near future is to implement big data technology, since the growth of tourism in Cali has generated a significant amount of data, and we seek to make the most out of this information. Also, one of our goals is to add value by turning data into informative stories or videos, because we know that simple charts often don't capture the tourism sector attention. So we want to make our dashboards easy to understand and more interesting.
Given the growth we have been witnessing, one of the questions we ask ourselves is whether this growth impacts the development of Cali. As the city has a complex historical background, being located in the Colombian Pacific and has experienced migration processes that have shaped its identity. Cali has historically been a crossroad for various cultures, making it a unique destination with a multicultural profile. This tourism growth presents an opportunity for the city to harness this diversity and transfer it into a driver of economics and social development. Along these lines, we have also established collaboration with various universities to share our databases and measurements. We want students to use information in their thesis work, which will allow them to better understand the socioeconomic impacts of tourism and generate new knowledge on how the sector can influence the progress of Cali.
So this is how we see the impact that tourism has had on the development of Cali. Talking about arrivals, the city attracts more national tourists than international ones. However, the number of foreign tourists has increased over the years. We expect a 7% growth this year compared to the previous one, thanks to import events like COP16, cultural events, and festivals that draw visitors mainly from the United States, Mexico, Spain, and Germany. This has led to growth in the tourism supply in recent years, with a 4% increase this year compared to last year. Looking at the right side of the slide, we can see this map that shows the distribution of some of these tourist companies, highlighting a concentration in certain areas of the city. This growing supply presents significant challenges in terms of sustainability.
This is why it is important to consider the perception that residents and businesses have about the impact of tourism. We see that most residents are happy that tourists are coming to the city, and many tourism companies also believe that tourism is a mechanism that helps develop Cali and can also boost their businesses. However, they also recognize that the growth of tourism in the city comes with associated risks, including the construction of buildings in natural areas, child trafficking, waste generation, and air and water pollution. Regarding the perception of businesses owners, we have noticed that many are increasingly interested in adopting sustainable practices. This aligns with the courses and training we have offered on sustainable tourism with the Universidad Autónoma as part of a long-term strategy to strengthen the sustainability of the tourism sector. In line with this, we ask ourselves, are we prepared for sustainable tourism growth?
Okay, so to address these questions, we rely on the sustainability assessment carried out this year on tourism companies. It is evident that many of these companies have begun to train staff and implement sustainability programs to achieve saving in energy, water, and reduce solid waste. More than half of the companies are already implementing these programs. However, there is still no established plans to mitigate climate change. Promoting sustainable education is essential to increase corporate commitment. Although many companies have these plans, there is a gap in the adoption of sustainable practices. We are expecting that next year these indicators can be improved with the support of training offered, for example, by Cotelco Valle and University such as the Autónoma University. Muchas gracias.